So this is an answer to how do we block up inside zone versus an odd stack look. Okay, 3-3 stack look, 3-5-3, whatever it may be, in where the defensive ends are presenting 4-eye techniques inside eye of the tackle. I think you want to try to understand what that particular team is going to do. Are they going to have both 4 eyes play the B gap post snap? What are the ways that they play that B gap? Are they putting them both in there? Because I would consider that into the bear family if they are. And the bear family, you have to have considerations as far as the menu of plays that you run versus bear, because just don't have the numbers to be able to handle it. Okay, so with that being said, let me go ahead and just share my screen here. If it's not considered bear, then let's talk about what I think are some important keys. So this card here versus double 3, all it is a double uncovered guard look with 3 backers in the box. That's the nomenclature. There's a bunch of different ways to communicate fronts. That's just, in this card, this is how we did it. It's a 2x2 set. The back's offset to the left. So we have a gate to the number 3 backer there. We have a scoop to the number 5 backer there. And then we have a sift through whether this man's going to become the B gap player. If he's not, he's a C gap player. He's the read man. And then we're going to climb up to the number 3. So that sift is just telling him, hey, be aware of if that man's going to cross our face. If he becomes a B gap player, then that number 3 on the backside will then become the read, right? So 4 eyes. You want your guys to understand who they're comboing to. And then another thing I didn't bring up is this backer here, this backer to the play side. Is he a threat? If he's a threat, then we need to make an out call. And then we're going to have to make a race call on this backside, where this tackle is going to have to race to the number 5, right? He's got to really take a drastic step with his play side foot to be able to get on his path, to be able to cut this man off. So if we have an out call, then this tackle is going to have to go out to the number 2 defender that's coming off the edge. This guard is going to have to handle whoever shows up in the B gap. This center is going to have to take a drastic step to be able to cut off anything that shows, right? Because you're anticipating this edge pressure, and they could overload that side. This guard's going to have to get in position to cut off the nose, and then this tackle will make a race call. So just depending on the particular team you're playing, depending on your rules as far as your split goes, that'll be a determinant on how you're going to handle this particular front. So hopefully that makes sense. If there's any other questions, please let me know. If you recall, and this is for Matt, if you recall, we always had to declare alignment, especially out of a 2x2 set, because we wanted this Y to be 7 yards from the tackle, so we can declare what the intent of this number 2 defender was going to be. At least if we made him walk out, if he was going to come off the edge, we had time to be able to get a positive gain, as opposed to him, this slot being tight, and this number 2 can just come off the edge. Obviously in this picture, this number 2 is not capped, so he's not a threat to blitz essentially, but we want to make sure that we can handle him with a good bucket step, and then 65-35 in the inside part of this defender. So anyways, hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know, and talk to you later. Peace.